can get good shots on goal. And they have not been able to deal with the number situation. They can double team round there, force her down to the end line and the goal line. And so when you make crosses, the single player that is in the middle is usually double team. It's tough.
44th minute of the contest, still no goals in the Walker Cup final for 2015. At least no legal ones.
Well, you know, Wolmer has not got that kind of goal scoring pedigree. Remember, they haven't scored a goal in normal time in this Walker Cup situation. So this is no different from what they would have been expecting. So the game has to go long and, you know, get Georges to the end of their patience levels.
They may well not mind going to extra time and penalties later on. This is Stephen Gilsey in for St. George's College now. Nice little stretch from left to right. Can't keep the ball in play.
But if you notice though, that Wolmer's at best, the high press situation, only about 2 or 3 players of their teammates do that kind of pressing. The rest of the team recovers behind, so that if you escape those players, or you know, you run into a lot of numbers.
Wolmer's have gone through another season where Manny Cup success has eluded them, but they could still have a title to celebrate. Keshon Smith overhits the ball, and we have 2 minutes of time to be added. There's the St. George's College bench. They have Akeem Williams on it today that they can turn to with Shelton starting. There is Williams. And Wolmer's have quite a few usual starters that they could look to on the bench later on if required. At both the attacking and defensive end of the field. Not seeing young English on the Wolmer's bench today.
I don't know what's the situation. We're not close enough to hazard any guesses at this time. But I'm sure Mr. Bell has his best set of players.
This is Wolmer's now. And that's going to be a free kick. Jamili Hall taken out.
He's done well. This number 12 player for Wolmer's, playing mostly stopper, right back sometimes, has done well. He protects the ball very well, doesn't give up free kicks too easily. Himself and Brooks playing wide right usually have been very effective.
Brooks. Nothing there for Wolmer's. Still a fantastic afternoon here at the Stadium East Field facility.
Well, the weather has been kind to us. It hasn't been extremely hot, and it hasn't rained, you know, so the spectators are allowed to sit in very good conditions and watch a game with 2 really contending teams.
The ball given away again by St. George's in a dangerous position, and now Stuart Payne is through, and it didn't look as if he knew exactly what he wanted to do with it. Stuart Payne might have gone right in on goal, but decided to cut inside, and that is the last meaningful play of the first half. Wolmer's with the opportunities, but it's still 0-0 at the end of 45 minutes, Bradley Stewart.
Yes, an intriguing game so far, I think. Whilst it doesn't have a high incidence of goal mouth action, it has been a kind of tactical fight all the time, where both teams are playing to their strengths.
St. George's College starting things off. This shot blocked by Hines in defense. He always seems to be there, Chevron Stewart trying to orchestrate something. Dominic James from distance. That was the first shot on target. That one had some power from Ronaldo Watson, but goalkeeper Jemison was in the right place. This was a great opportunity for Joanne Hines. First Lewis, then Hines couldn't keep it down and on target. This looked as if it may well have been a Wolmer's goal. Stuart Payne and lifted in, allowed for a J. Smith to slot it home, but I think it was Delana Smith deemed to be in an offside position. And then the last bit of play, and the Stuart Payne trying to go around his man, and at the end of the day almost tripped himself. End of the first half. At the end of it, Wolmer's nil, St. George's College nil. We'll be back with a second half action in the Issa Flow Walker Cup final of 2015.